In this module, we are going to talk about another lookup function, which is choose. Now, this choose function is seldom used in the industry. However, it is there and it is quite handy sometimes in certain areas. So let's discuss about this choose function a bit. Now, this choose function, as the name suggests, chooses something based on something. So it chooses a value or action to perform from a list of values based on an index number. So there is an index number, if you look at the front, and based on that index number, which can be anything between the range 1 and 254. So this index number can be in the range of 1 and 254. So it can be an index number which you can put it manually, or it can have a formula which evaluates to 1 and 254. So any number other than 1 and 254, between 1 and 254 will give an error. Now, based on, suppose your index number is 1, then value 1 will be evaluated. If index number is 2, then value 2 will be evaluated, and so on and so forth. So depending on your index number, that number of values you need to give. So if you expect around 5 instances or 5 numbers from 1 to 5, which you need to put here in the choose, can come as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then you have to put 5 values here, because based on the index number, it will pick up the correct values. If you look at the example below, they have 3, A, B, C, right? 3 values. So value 1, value 2, value 3. I have A, B, C. And this is my index number. Now, since my index number is 1, the choose will choose what? It will choose A. In this case, since my index number is 2, what will choose? It will choose B. And since my index number is 3, what will choose do? It will choose C. So let's see that. If I give here is equal to choose, and I give the index number which I select from here, and I give the value A, I just hard code it now, A, B, just for the understanding sake, A, B, C. So what will give you now? It will give you an error, because this index number I haven't given anything. Suppose I give a 0, it still gives me error, because it says that the number should be between 1 and 254. So if I say 1, so it's A. If I say 2, it's B. If I say 3, it's C. If I say 4, it's value, because the fourth value did not give. You only give value to A, B, C, 3 values. So depending on what value index number you are giving here, the choose function will jump to the, it will count 1. Oh, it's 1, so it's the first one. It's 2, so it's the second one, so on and so forth. So you just have to make sure, that your choose is the number which you are giving to your choose, the value is present in that location. So basically it talks about the location. So if this is the first, this is the second, this is the third, it jumps to that index or just to that location and shows you the number. Okay. So let's see the practical, some practical work where you can use choose. Now, this is my IMDb rating of certain, films. So, of different genre, like action, adventure, and so on and so forth. And this is the rating for 2016, 2017, and 2018. Okay. And I want to, if I select the year, I want to get an average rating here. So if I select the year 2016, so what I do, I just create a data. I create a validation. I go to my list, source, and I just select this. So I want that, okay. For my list, if I select, it should show me the average. Right. Now, how should I write this? And I should do using choose function. So what should be my expression? How should I use choose to do this? So I'll say is equal to choose. What should be my index number? Well, the index number should be between 1 to 254. So I can't choose this as my index number. However, I can say that look at here. I'll put this as an array and say that if my index number, if my year is 2016, then let the index number be 1. If it is 2017, let it be 2 and 3 and so on and so forth. I could have given 1, 2, 3 here directly, but practically it is more easy for the user to directly select from the year, because they won't be understanding why they are typing 1, 2, 3 for year. So for that, to get the index number between index number as 1, 2 and 3, I'll use the match. I'll use this lookup value here. And my lookup array this. So what will the match return? If you can look at my previous videos, we have discussed match, and the match type is exact match. So this will return me the index number at which it has found the value. So if it has found the value here in this array, it will say, okay, index number 2 I have found 2017. Index number 1 I have found 2016. So here in this way, I'll get the index number between 1 to 254. I just don't want 254. 1, 2 and 3 will do, because currently I have only 3 years on which I want to display the average rating. And then if the index number is 1, what I need to do? I need to find out the average of what? Of this. Right? Similarly, if it is 2, then what I need to do? I need to find out the average of this. And if it is 3, what do I need to do? I need to find out the average of this. So it's that simple. And enter. So if you look, the 2017, the average rating is what? 6422. If I look at the average, it is 6.42, which is very similar to this one. So I'll just make it 2 decimal. 6.42, right? So I can get here. Similarly, if I change this to 2016, I get 6.54. So if I select this, this is 6.54. Similarly, if I do this 2018, this is 6.57. So if you look at the average of this, 6.57. So here what I've done, I have used choose function in order that when a user selects a year from here, the exact number is generated by using the match. And based on the match number, whether it's 1, should go here and find the average of 2016. If this match returns me 2, it goes and finds the average of 2017. And if it is 3, it goes and finds the average of 2018. This way, choose function can be used practically and work with it. So you know now what this choose function is, what are the different arguments and their uses are. Given you a demo where I explains these arguments properly, and then we have done a small example in order to clarify the concept as far as its practical application or implication is concerned.